We have some breaking news in regards to the upcoming game between the 49ers and Rams. As we know, this is the season finale ending the 2023 year. Now, a big point of emphasis throughout this entire week has been rest because both teams have clinched a playoff spot. The San Francisco 49ers are the 1 seed, and with their victory last weekend, the Rams were able to clinch a playoff spot. So, theoretically, is there really anything to gain for either team in regards to seeding play? No, there's not. So, as we heard from Mike Garafolo today, Carson Wentz will be the starting quarterback against the San Francisco 49ers for the Rams, which means Matthew Stafford will be taking a seat in order to keep him rested and prepared for the playoffs. They will be playing in the wild card. 49ers will not. So, what I do think that kind of opens up a broader discussion. We already know Christian McCaffrey won't be playing in this game as he's dealing with some calf strains and tightness and stuff like that. So he's going to be able to get some rest. But again, it re-engages the conversation regarding the San Francisco 49ers is who are the 49ers going to rest? Are they going to rest anyone? Because as I've talked about all week, it just doesn't really feel like the 49ers are really going to rest anyone. Now, they might not play the entirety of the game. I've heard a lot of fans talk about it as we'll treat it like a preseason game where you come out, maybe get a couple drives, maybe get a first quarter, maybe get a first half, then sit everyone down that you can, because obviously you can only dress 46 on game days. So it's going to be fascinating to see what Kyle Shanahan does because, as we talked about, I keep referencing this story that Kyle experienced his dad resting players in the final week of the season and then getting beat by a wild card team in the divisional round for just being flat. And he doesn't want to experience that again. And he has some built-in probably PTSD, as we have injury PTSD as fans. So I understand where Kyle is coming from. So it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be fascinating to see if the San Francisco 49ers bring out Trent Williams, Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, all these guys that we know provide a massive, massive impact for the 49ers. However, health is also a big key element to this. And as we know, the 49ers have been snake bitten in previous years. I mean, look at what Brock Purdy did last year and why even Brock Purdy's our quarterback. He was the third string quarterback, third. And now he's definitely solidifying himself, in my opinion, as the franchise quarterback, which is absolutely nuts because without those injuries, we don't know who Brock Purdy is. We don't see anything from Brock Purdy outside of preseason. So just absolutely nuts how everything has played out for the San Francisco 49ers. Some may call that a blessing in disguise. However, I don't think any of us want to go into this final game against the Rams and hurt someone, lose someone for the playoffs. And it's just that weird kind of precautionary versus overly aggressive mindset. What do we do? How do we go about this? Do we try to stay business as usual and, just try to get out of there healthy by playing our normal game, or do we rest? Well, I think today's Wednesday, right? So the 49ers will be having practice today. It'll be the first practice of the week, which means local media will be ascending on Santa Clara. So it does sound like we might be able to get a little bit more clarity and insight in regards to potential rest if we hear anything from Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan probably is slated to speak with the media, actually, probably not too far from now. So we might be able to get some answers here pretty shortly. However, it is going to be something that we have to continue to monitor and see what the practices setup looks like and all that kind of stuff. So fascinating week because this game means nothing in the grand scheme of things. But the 49ers, do they risk being flat? Do they stay healthy? Which one is it? I don't know. I already know how you guys feel. We did a poll on YouTube and we got a lot of votes and people felt very strongly about it that people are definitely in the camp of resting players opposed to playing players. 23,000 votes on this poll, and 85% of the votes went to resting starters. So, as you can see, a lot of people, if we had to ask the people, which we did, we know what the answer is. So, at the end of the day, the 49ers have some tough decisions to make. I think if you're a fan, it's not a tough decision at all. You're resting everyone that you can. If I think Trent Williams, Brock Purdy are a package deal. If you're not running out Trent, there's no way you can put out Brock Purdy. And to be honest, why would you put out Trent, who's had some ankle issues in the past? You could give him some well needed rest and recoveries. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.